wit in thy bald crown when thou gavest thy golden one away.
Cuts right to the heart of it.
It really does. It highlights that sometimes the most profound wisdom comes from, unexpected places.
But Lear's story isn't the only tragedy unfolding here. Shakespeare masterfully weaves in this powerful parallel subplot. The Earl of Gloucester and his two sons.
Yes. Edmund, the illegitimate son, and Edgar, the legitimate heir. It's almost a mirror image of Lear's family drama, isn't it?
It's uncanny. It shows how easily deception can poison even the closest relationships.
And Edmund is a master manipulator. He cunningly schemes to disinherit Edgar using forged letters, lies. He totally plays on his father's credulity.
He knows his father's too trusting.
Exactly. He even says a credulous father and a brother noble whose nature is so far from doing harms that he suspects none. It's a stark warning about how vulnerability to manipulation can be its own kind of tragic flaw.
And the cruelty just escalates beyond belief when Cornwall and Regan, they brutally torture Gloucester. They literally blind him.
It's horrific, a real low point of human malevolence in the play.
Yet, in that agony, Gloucester finally sees the truth, right?
Right.
He realizes Edmund's treachery and Edgar's innocence. Oh, my follies, then Edgar was abused.
Such an agonizing, ironic moment. Literal blindness leads to spiritual sight.
Yeah. And this is where Edgar, who's been disguised as poor Tom, steps in.
He poignantly guides his blind father, ultimately leading him to what Gloucester perceives as a miracle that saves him from suicide. It's one of the play's few sort of redemptive threads, profound loyalty and compassion shining through all that suffering.
So the climax comes when Cordelia returns to Britain. She's leading the French army.
Right, but not really for conquest. It's to rescue her father.
And there's that brief, incredibly tender reunion where Lear seems to regain some sanity. He asks her, "Pray you now, forget and forgive. I am old and foolish."
It's such a fragile moment of grace, isn't it? A glimpse of the love that was just so carelessly thrown away at the beginning.
But this being Shakespearean tragedy, it doesn't end there.
Not quite. The French army is defeated, Lear and Cordelia are captured, and there's this final desperate twist where Edmund tries to do good, orders a reprieve for Cordelia, but it's too late.
And Goneril and Regan.
They meet their own horrific ends. Goneril poisons Regan over their shared desire for Edmund and then kills herself.
And Cordelia.
In the most heart-wrenching moment, she's executed, hanged, on Edmund's earlier unrescinded order.
Oh, Lear's final moments are just agonizing. He comes in carrying her body, howling, how, oh, you are men of stone.
The grief is just overwhelming. He dies basically of a broken heart, repeating never, 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 never.
It leaves you just shaken. A stark depiction of suffering, misjudgment, justice, loyalty, love, despair, all of it.
It really is a timeless exploration of humanity's darker sides, but also maybe its nobler ones too, hidden in there. What an intense journey.
Okay, wow. So, having explored Lear's devastating consequences of misjudgment, let's maybe pivot now to a different kind of tragic spiral. One ignited by ambition in the bloody world of the tragedy of Macbeth.
Right, so this play starts with Macbeth. He's a brave Scottish general, and his loyal friend Banquo. They're just returning from a victorious battle.
And then they run into the witches.
Exactly, the three weird sisters out on the heath. And they give these prophecies, don't they? They hail Macbeth first as Thane of Glamis, which he already is, then Thane of Cawdor, and then the big one, King Hereafter.
And they have something for Banquo, too.
Mm-hmm. They prophesy that Banquo will get kings, though thou be none. So his descendants will be kings, but not him. It's all very cryptic and chilling.
What's truly chilling, I think, isn't just the prophecy itself, but how quickly part of it comes true.
Right. Almost immediately, Ross and Angus arrive with news from King Duncan. Macbeth has been named Thane of Cawdor.
And that immediate validation, that partial fulfillment, it just ignites Macbeth's ambition, doesn't it?
It does, and maybe even more importantly, it fuels Lady Macbeth's ambition, which seems even fiercer. It shows how quickly, external validation can feed a darkness that was maybe already there, latent.
Yeah, Lady Macbeth's reaction is intense when she gets Macbeth's letter about this.
June immediately worries he's too full of the milk of human kindness to do what needs to be done, to take the fastest route to the throne.
And then she gives that terrifying speech, invoking spirits to unsex me here and fill her with direst cruelty.
Absolutely. She wants to ensure the regicide, the murder of the king happens, or overcomes his qualms.
He commits the murder, and immediately the guilt, the paranoia, it just consumes him.
Right. He hears that voice crying, Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no.
So he orders Banquo's murder.
Yes. Though, crucially, Banquo's son, Fleance, escapes. That's a critical loose end for Macbeth.
And this leads to that incredibly unsettling scene at the banquet.
Ah, Banquo's ghost. Yeah. Its appearance, visible only to Macbeth, is just this stark manifestation of his unraveling sanity. He's shouting at an empty chair, "Avaunt, and quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee!"
It's not just a ghost story. It's like we're seeing inside his tormented mind.
Exactly. So, driven by this growing paranoia, Macbeth goes back to the witches.
And gets more prophecies.
More ambiguous ones, yeah. He's told none of woman born shall harm Macbeth. And also that he won't be vanquished until great Birnam Wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
Which sounds pretty impossible. He must feel invincible after that.
He seems to. And misinterpreting these prophecies feeling secure, he commits another ruthless act, ordering the murder of Macduff's wife and children. Just brutal.
But the fall is coming, isn't it? Lady Macbeth starts to break down too.
Oh, definitely. Tormented by her guilt, she starts sleepwalking, trying to wash imaginary blood from her hands, muttering, "Here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand."
Her death is reported later, almost as an afterthought. It's clear the guilt just consumed her.
Meanwhile, Malcolm, Duncan's son, and Macduff, now seeking revenge, they lead an English army against Macbeth.
And they have that clever strategy with Birnam Wood.
Yes, cutting down branches to disguise their numbers as they approach Dunsinane. So Birnam Wood does seemingly come to Dunsinane Hill, fulfilling the prophecy in a way Macbeth never imagined. Brilliant, dramatic irony.
Macbeth makes his last stand, defiant, but increasingly isolated in his castle.
Right, and in his final showdown with Macduff, that none of woman-born prophecy gets chillingly undone.
Because Macduff reveals.
He was from his mother's womb, untimely ripped. Cesarean section, not technically born in the usual way.
Wow, that line always gives me chills.
It's a fantastic twist. So Macduff kills Macbeth, ending his tyranny. Malcolm is hailed as the rightful king of Scotland.
It's such a gripping exploration of ambition, guilt, the supernatural, violence, retribution. Just so much packed in there.
Profoundly impactful, absolutely.
Okay, finally, let's turn to the tragedy of Othello, More of Venice. This one feels, I don't know, maybe more intensely personal, a devastating story of love, trust, and ultimate destruction.
It really is. We start with Othello, the respected Moorish general in Venice, who has secretly married Desdemona, a beautiful Venetian noblewoman, daughter of Senator Brabantio.
And maybe we should just quickly touch on that term more. In Shakespeare's time, it generally referred to someone of North African or maybe Middle Eastern descent, often with dark skin. It adds this crucial layer of otherness right from the start.
It absolutely does. And it becomes central to the tragedy. This secret marriage immediately lights the fuse for Iago's malice.
Right, Iago, Othello's ensign, his junior officer.
And he hates Othello deeply, primarily because Othello promoted Michael Cassio over him.
So his first move is pure venom.
Pure venom. Inciting Desdemona's father, Brabantio, using these crude, racist images about Othello and Desdemona, shouting about, "An old black ram is topping your white ewe." It's a calculated attack, playing directly on prejudice.
Brabantio is enraged, obviously, accuses Othello of witchcraft, right? Thou hast enchanted her.
He can't believe his daughter would choose Othello otherwise. But Othello gives this incredibly eloquent defense to the Duke and the senators.
Explaining how Desdemona fell in love with his stories, his life, his struggles. I saw Othello's visage in his mind, he says, not magic.
It's a powerful testament to their bond. And then Desdemona herself confirms it, powerfully declaring her love and duty to Othello, choosing him over her father. "Let me go with him," she insists.
So the Duke sanctions the marriage, and Othello is sent to Cyprus to command the Venetian forces against the Turks.
Right, accompanied by Desdemona, Iago, and Iago's wife, Emilia, who is Desdemona's attendant. This seems like a moment of triumph, maybe, but it's really just setting the stage for Iago's cruel game.
Once they get to Cyprus, that's when the web of lies really starts spinning.
Oh, yeah. Iago's soliloquies, where he speaks directly to the audience, reveal his intricate, multi-layered